Okay, what do we have going on today? And hello. It's a lazy day for me today. Still worked, but didn't really feel like being motivated. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, cover the lumps, the star. The Ace of Wands. The Weaver. You are replenishing. You were feeling depleted. Those two are messing with me. But it's time to replenish spiritually. It's time to replenish, which will enlighten you, which is what is necessary right now in order for you to continue to weave the foundation that you're working on. Look within yourself. You are connected with everything that's around you. Use that. The Maiden of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. The Maiden of Pentacles is coming out after the universe because it's showing that grasp, that hold that you have of what you want good in your life, what you're working towards, and that is a good sign. But with the Four of Swords, that can be overwhelming, especially when things are not going as well as you planned or you expected, which we should all know at this point in life that you don't expect anything. You also don't expect people to be certain ways. It's just not part of how nature works. There's no expectations. There's no, when things happen, when natural disasters happen, they just happen. There is no warning. There is no, hey, brace yourself. And I laugh because it is so true. It just happens. These things just happen. And that's why it's important for you to replenish. However that is for you. Now everybody's different. Everybody has different beliefs. Perhaps meditation is something that calls to you. What I'm hearing is you haven't tried that yet. You've looked into it, but you haven't found the one that speaks to you. Try the meditation. And use the meditation. I hate the word use and need. So utilize the meditation to focus on what you're holding on to and what you need to take a rest from to replenish your energy, because the strength is there. It doesn't feel that way to you, but it's there. You always pick yourself back up. And I know that that sounds very tiresome, and it could come off as you know, well, maybe I'm tired of picking myself up. Maybe it would be nice if somebody else was there. Because when you're focusing on weaving your foundation, that can become a very lonely road. And that's why the universe is coming out reminding you that you are not alone in this at all. Utilize the things that we have around us. If sitting outside and listening to the birds is your form of a meditative state where you can collect your thoughts and prioritize things based off of how they affect you. If it's really, really affecting you, tune in on why is it affecting you? And what can we do to change the mindset so that it's not affecting you that way? Ace of Cups. Your cup will be replenished after you replenish yourself. Sometimes the things that happen in everyday life are things that can become overbearing. Even the littlest of things can be the straw that broke the camel's back, is what I'm hearing. And first of all, you're not one to break, but you can be someone who can forget who you are. But that's a reminder. You, as much as you may want others there to fulfill or to fill your cup, you can always fill your own cup. And it's not a boastful thing. It's just a reminder, especially in this time, because you have that feeling of wanting someone, being able to talk to someone, getting it out, but there's not someone in the picture to be able to do that with. You can fill your own cup. And it's not in a sense of, see, you have nobody. It's more of a, you don't have to rely on people to feel this way. You can do this yourself. So when there's nobody there to do that with you, or even just to be there, because that's all you're looking for, just to be there, to be ears, to just be supportive. As much as you want that, that might not be an option in this scenario. And that's why you're being reminded that you can do that for yourself. You don't need anyone to do that for you. As much as we'd like it, that doesn't mean you cannot do it yourself. It almost feels a little bit of like defeat. You get to a point, that's the second time this card came up, defeat. But don't forget, not only are you guided to the light in the darkness, but you are your own light. That's what I hear. You are your own light, honey. That's exactly what I'm hearing. The connection that you have, not only within yourself, but your connection that you've established and built with your higher powers, your beings, your spirits, your ancestors. You are the light in the darkness. And underneath that, cover her lumps, is the world. You're being reminded. I know that you want someone there, but that doesn't mean you need them there. So with the world coming out after the moon, it's a representation of the world is right in front of you. Anything that you could possibly need in the moment of rejuvenation, of replenishment, is right there in front of you. It's right there. You just have to find what works with you. And that's why I can't say any specific things, because all of you as a collective is very different individual people. So it takes a matter of just what brings you joy, what brings you serenity, what brings you peace. Whatever that is, start putting a little bit of time into that to replenish yourself. Because if not, it's going to feel like this. It's already starting to feel like this. And you don't want to get to that point. And that's why this message is relaying the way it is. It's almost like a warning of, listen, I see where you're at. I understand where you're coming from. But child, do not forget how powerful you are, how strong you are, how compassionate you are. Use that compassion that you give to everybody else to yourself right now, because you need it right now. Oh. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. Oh, see? Yes. That is the energy that you put out to everybody else. So much so that sometimes you forget to give this to yourself. And that's super important. You'll become depleted by giving all that love and compassion to everybody else and not yourself. You will deplete yourself. You will deplete yourself. You are your own rise and your own fall. Yes, there are other things that play a part in it, but it's how you handle it, how you manage it, how you decipher it, how you allow it to affect you or not affect you. The Knight of Wands. You are definitely someone who you don't give up, but you have your moments of, it feels like you're giving up, but it's a moment of, I have to step away. I have to step away, or I have to change my mindset on it, or I can't think about this right now, or I really can't vent or talk about this right now. It's that feeling your body gives you, which then has you say those things. It's your body letting you know what's right and what's wrong in that moment. So trust intuitively that your body is letting you know what you can handle and what you cannot. And when you need to just let it be for a little while, because your ambitions are very, very high. Very, very high. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But sometimes it can be overwhelming, because it's not just your ambitions for yourself, it's also your ambitions that you want to see in others. It's the ambition that you want to see in the world. And that becomes tiresome, because you don't see that as much as you give that. The Emperor. Like I said, the ambition of others that you want to see, you don't always see. And because you not fake it, but when you are around others, you hold your head up high. You don't allow others in. You don't allow others to see pain that you're going through. So you have to think of that too. The persona of you to others can sometimes sway people from coming to you or feeling like they can openly come to you, because of how headstrong you are. And that there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. In a sense, the ones that fear approaching you or hesitate to approach you because of you holding your head high, it's kind of letting you know who really should be in your circle and who really shouldn't. Because the ones that truly, truly care for you, the ones who truly, truly love you, would never feel attacked or threatened or feel as if they cannot come to you or talk to you or approach you. Yes, mindfulness of how things are said between whichever party's speaking and opening up, but you've never given anybody a reason to feel that way. It's your persona. So don't take it as they just don't care. But it is a matter of once you make it known that that's how you feel, and that you would appreciate it if they did come forward more. If they continue to just go the path that they were on and they don't put the effort in, this is the guidance showing you who's meant to be within that path of yours right now and really who isn't. Because if they're going to accept you, they need to accept all of you, not just bits and pieces of you. They need to accept all of you just as much as you accept all of them. The Page of Wands. You are a very honest individual, and you stand very strongly in the fact that you are a very honest individual. That makes you feel good. It makes you not only feel good, but also contradicts your own mind, because you are such an honest person that there's that ambition again. You think others would be honest with you, but that is not the case. But again, the people who are on your path or within your circle who cannot fully accept you as you are, they are not meant to be on this path that you're working on. That light that you're following, which is also your own light. And that may be why you're feeling take an even deeper step back, because you already take steps back. Two of Cups. So it's that longing of wanting that from someone that affects you mentally. And for some reason, I'm feeling that there may be somebody there that you don't realize can do that for you, because you haven't opened up yet to that person. And one of the reasons you haven't opened up is maybe you had opened up before and it just didn't suit you. It wasn't what you were looking for. It wasn't fulfilling the need that you were looking for in consoling with that person. But give it one more try. Give it one more try. Because that unity that's being shown here, it may just be part of your replenishment that will help you with that. So that's a good thing. So don't give up on that person just yet. Try and give them one more chance. And maybe this time let them know, hey, I just need to get it off my chest. I don't really want to talk about it. I just want somebody there. And see how they take it. See if they can handle that. Because if they can, then you at least have that one person. The Hierophant. It's the balancing of all of the mental work that you're not only doing for you, for inside, for your intuition, for your guidance, for your connection, you want balance. And when you're in a position where you need to be replenished, the balance feels like it's forever far away. And that's one of the things that's playing on you. You can't look at it that way. Do you hear my stomach rumbling? You know what I had for lunch today? Vegetables. That's why my stomach is rumbling. Gotta get that bod. 7 of Pentacles. I've seen this twice now. You have all these different ideas in your mind of how people should be. And unfortunately, not everybody can stand up to those standards. And yes, you may be someone who's a bit picky, who might be a bit, I'm not sure of the word I'm looking for. Just particular. You stand in your own. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. You're very sure of yourself and your mental mind frame and how you take things. But it's always the letdown of realizing how many people out there are not there. And it's bothersome to you. It's very bothersome to you. 6 of Pentacles. You juggle this on an everyday basis, not only with just strangers when you go out and how they act and just the disrespect of like running into you when you're at the store or whatever, or not saying thank you for holding the door, that kind of stuff. It's like, it seems when you say it out loud so minute, but at the same time, it's really not, because you keep looking at things and you approach things and situations the way that you would want it done for you if the shoe was on the other foot. And that is not a flaw, but you can consume yourself with that to where it's then affecting you. And then you start to think, why am I always the one that's trying to be the better person, but yet it gets me nowhere with those people? Well, it's not going to get you anywhere because they don't think like you. They don't see it as you. They also don't ever look at the situation from an outside point of view and look at it as if they were you and it was the other way around. You cannot have somebody see it or feel it the way you do if they could never imagine it being done to them. You're not going to be able to reprogram that person's brain. That is their own inner work that they have to do for themselves. You've already done that long ago. Not to mention, it's just not in your nature. It's just not. You are a very honest, upfront individual. You start off with kindness. You give people the benefit of the doubt. You still stay within your energy. You read it out. You feel it out. But you can't let that weigh on you. And I just keep staring at this Maiden of Pentacles. It's just like beaming out of all the cards that are down right now. It's so crazy. Because that is so you. That is just, you just own it. You just own it. And because you do, don't focus on the negativity or the, I want to say, bad energy, because if the energy depletes you or makes you feel like that, it's not good energy that you want to be around. So that could be another reason why you need this replenishment. You've just put up with a lot of that negative energy and you haven't had an outlet to ease that in your mind. But once you replenish yourself and focus yourself right back to that Maiden of Pentacles, materialism, more and more and more, and little by little, you are materializing what you want out of life. And as you're doing that, there's going to be people that fall off that path. There's going to be new people that come onto that path. Because now you are just, you see the light, you're going right to it. And when I talk about the light in the darkness, I'm talking about your manifestations, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. That's what strives you to keep going. And that's a good thing. You always have something to work towards. You always have something to, you're okay with this, but you want it to be better. There's nothing wrong with that, but you can't let it consume you, because then it just becomes too much and you wind up depleting yourself. And we don't want that. You don't need to do that. The Chariot. Beautiful. You definitely just have this beauty about how you see things. You really do. You really, really do. You have this, even if somebody has done you wrong, you still cannot bring yourself to stoop down to their level or below to wish bad or anything. Not at all. 100% believe in karma. 100%. But again, with the black and white horse, it's the balance. It's the balance. No, you do not wish bad on anybody, but you know what should be allowed in your space and what should not be allowed in your space. And that's, again, why you give that Emperor vibe off, because people look at you sometimes like, how dare she? But you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. And you're not harming anybody by doing that. That's the greatest thing about all this. You're not harming anybody. But like I just said, you're going to have people that are going to look at you and think to themselves, oh, look at her with her cup in on her chair, her king chair. But that's not who you are. Like, that's not how you come off. That's not how you treat people. So if they want to perceive you that way, let them. Let them perceive you that way, because that means they're not meant to be on this path with you, because they don't understand who you are, and they also don't appreciate who you are and what you bring to the table. So it's not worth fighting for. Let it be. Let it be what it is. Focus on you. Replenish yourself. Temperance. My goodness. The Temperance. Don't ever question yourself, because I can't say anything more other than you're just a beautiful soul. You would never do something to someone you wouldn't want done to you. You always look at the picture from both angles, based on if it was happening to you or if it was happening to them. And that's why you speak the truth all the time. You don't lie. You may say it a little bit nicer than the way it comes to you, but you do not lie. And that can be a threat to some people sometimes. But don't change. Replenish. Find what eases your mind. Try out meditation if you haven't. It seems to be like pushing through this, or something pertaining to it, and I promise you it'll help you replenish. We're always doing healing work on ourselves. We got to do it every day. It's just some part of life. I love you. Peace.